You work hard for your money, but somehow it still disappears faster than you expected. Bills pile up, subscriptions sneak in, and unexpected expenses seem to show up at the worst possible time. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. The good news is, budgeting does not have to be stressful or complicated. You do not need fancy spreadsheets or a finance degree to take control of your money. You just need a simple plan you can actually follow. Today, you are going to learn step-by-step instructions for creating your very first budget, even if you have never budgeted before. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where your money is going, how to stop overspending, and how to start building financial confidence. Plus, at the end of this video, I will give you a link to download a free budget planner. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and save this video so you can come back to it later while setting up your budget. Small money habits practiced consistently can completely change your future. Now, the first step is simple. You need to know how much money you actually bring in every month. Not what you hope to make, not your best month ever, but your real average monthly income. If you get paid the same amount every paycheck, this part is easy. Just multiply your paycheck by how many times you get paid each month. If your income changes, like freelance work or side hustles, use an average from the last 3 months. Once you know your income, you finally have a starting point.
Next, you need to figure out where your money is going. This is the part most people avoid, but it is also the most important. I thought I barely spent money on extras, but after checking my bank account, I realized I was spending over $200 every month on food delivery and random online shopping. You may discover surprises too, and that is okay. You are not judging yourself here. You are simply collecting information. Look through your bank statements, debit card purchases, and credit card charges from the last month. Write everything down. Rent, groceries, gas, coffee, streaming services, all of it. When you see everything clearly, you stop guessing and start gaining control.
Now, it is time to separate your expenses into categories. This makes your budget easier to understand. Your first category is needs. These are expenses you must pay to live. Things like housing, utilities, food, transportation, and insurance. The second category is wants. These are things that improve your lifestyle but are not absolutely necessary, like entertainment, takeout, subscriptions, and shopping. Then comes savings and debt payments. This category matters because your future needs attention too. Many people learn this lesson the hard way after realizing they spent money on small daily purchases but saved almost nothing each month. Once they started budgeting, even small savings began adding up. You do not need perfection, you just need awareness.
Now comes the fun part, creating your actual budget. A simple beginner method is the 50-30-20 rule. Around 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, and 20% goes towards savings or debt payments. This rule is not magic, and you can adjust it for your situation. The goal is simply to give every dollar a purpose before you spend it. I used to spend whatever was left over each month without a plan, but once I assigned specific amounts to categories, I stopped feeling stressed every payday. Remember, a budget is not punishment. It is permission to spend with confidence because you already planned for it.
One of the biggest budgeting mistakes is forgetting about irregular expenses. Things like car repairs, birthdays, holidays, school supplies, or yearly subscriptions can destroy your budget if you do not prepare for them. That is why sinking funds are helpful. A sinking fund simply means setting aside a little money every month for future expenses. I started putting $20 each month into a car repair fund. A few months later, when my tires needed replacing, I already had money saved instead of using a credit card. Even small amounts matter. Consistency is more important than perfection.
Another important step is tracking your spending regularly. A budget only works if you actually check it. Think of it like using GPS. You need updates along the way to stay on course. You can use a notebook, a budgeting app, or a simple spreadsheet. The method does not matter as much as the habit. I used to avoid checking my bank balance because it stressed me out. But once I started reviewing my spending every few days, I felt calmer and more in control. The truth is, avoiding your finances creates more stress. Facing them creates confidence.
Here is something important to remember. Your first budget will not be perfect. You may overspend in one category, forget an expense, or need to adjust your numbers. That is completely normal. Budgeting is a skill, and skills improve with practice. Instead of quitting, make small adjustments every month. Maybe groceries need a higher limit. Maybe entertainment spending needs to be reduced. The more you practice, the easier budgeting becomes. You will discover that budgeting is not about restricting your life, it's about reducing stress and gaining freedom. And honestly, that is what budgeting is really about, giving yourself peace of mind. So let's quickly review. First, calculate your monthly income. Second, track your spending honestly. Third, organize your expenses into categories. Fourth, create a simple budget plan. Fifth, prepare for future expenses with sinking funds. And finally, track and adjust your budget consistently. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You simply need to take the first step today. Small changes repeated every month can completely transform your financial future. You are capable of managing your money, even if it feels overwhelming right now. Every financially confident person started exactly where you are, learning one step at a time. The important thing is that you begin. If this video helped you, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to improve their finances too. And in the comments, tell me which budgeting step you are going to start with first. Don't forget to download our free budget planner, link in description below. And remember, your money should work for you, not against you. I will see you in the next video.